parents or great-grandparents or relatives intuitively understands is akin to that. Trump is wild and he says a lot of crazy things, and you don't have to like him at all or like his policies, but it's who he is, and I don't see any dramatic difference in that kind of performance or behavior at any time when he has been on the political scene.
So I have three thoughts. One, this is always dangerous because I still remember Rick Perry doing I'm going to get rid of three bureaus, and he couldn't remember third.
Joe Biden sticks to two and struggles with that.
Thought one, God bless C-SPAN.
Yeah.
Thought two, good for Jake. I mean, he's my friend, but also, like, good for him. Like, you know you're going to get some of that on C-SPAN.
Yeah.
I kind of like that Washington Journal show. I've done it where people just call him, they're like, you're a real jerk. Okay, point three, yes to your thing about Trump. I always say this. Donald Trump created a fictional character named John Barron, who was him, in the 1980s to call the New York Post and put items into Page 6 about how virile and sexually appealing Donald Trump was. That's nothing has changed.
Yeah.
Cognitive decline means decline. Look, yes, is he a little bit, does he wander off rhetorically more than he did when he was 45? Yes. Does everyone who's 79 wander off a little bit more than they do with 45? Yes. He is not in decline. He has been like this. Again, like you said, Robbie, this is perfect. You can hate him, but he's been this guy his entire life.
Right.
Boasting, and he lies all the time. He's always been this person, so he's not declining. If you think he's a jerk, he was a jerk in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, the 2020s. So to me, it's not the same at all. And I will say, like, you see a news story pop up every single day where it's like, some reporter, I saw Tara Palmieri, who now is on her own, right? She used to work for Puck. She's now on her own. Good Substack, The Red Letter. She's like, I called President Trump Sunday night and he picked up. What? Right. What? Number one, how do reporters have the guy's cell phone number? Number two, how does he pick up? Yes, it's not the same. And I cannot stand, and I get this a lot, the criticism from Democrats of like, well, what about Trump? Dude, Trump has been covered and covered
it's
and covered. Would I rather Donald Trump release his medical records and not have his personal doctor be like, Donald Trump is the healthiest person ever to be president? Yes, of course.
Of course.
But Joe Biden, it's not, it's apples and oranges. And it bugs me that Democrats can't see that.
Yeah, because they hid him from us. They did not allow the people, yes, and they being what it turns out to be a small handful of people of his inner circle and aides who kept him not only hidden from the American people, but also his own cabinet and the media. It's really incredible and dramatic. Let's talk briefly about these hearings that are going to take place with respect to the Biden cognitive decline stuff. I tend to find Republican committee hearings along these lines as a little bit performative. I'm not sure how much more. The Jake Tapper book is very good. Good reporting is finally being done. I think you should judge Democratic officials who had some knowledge of this and didn't say anything appropriately. I think his inner circle should be shunned from public life entirely. What more can be done from a governance perspective? I'm a little, look, he got forced from the ticket and his successor was beaten at the election. What more can be done? I find it very dubious, the notion that he didn't really know what he was signing, so he could undo the pardons. That seems like wishful thinking, my friends. I'm just going to say it.
You said a little bit performative for this congressional hearing. I'm going to say a lot bit performative. Yeah. By the way, Democrats do performative hearings when they're in control too.
That's a Congress thing. They would rather do performance than governance.
I think that as soon as I saw the witness list, it's like Sean Spicer. Now, Sean is fine, but how much light is Sean Spicer going to shed on Joe Biden's inner circle?
Right.
I think Republicans are a little bit over their skis in the whole auto pen thing. You know, this guy saying, well, Elizabeth Warren was in charge of signing this stuff. Like, again, if that's true, show it to me. You know,
my heart just, I suffered a brief coronary event when you said that.
That should have been a trigger warning for you. I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
But it just, look, the guy was clearly in decline. He was clearly aggressively hidden from the public, and they shamed and shunned any reporter who tried to report on that. Alex Thompson of Axios, who co-wrote this book with Jake, gets a lot of credit for his stories. You know who doesn't get enough credit? The Wall Street Journal.
Yeah,
Annie Linsky and other people were out there, and the Biden people savaged, campaign and White House savaged them. And so credit to them. But I'm with you. I don't know how much I don't think
I mean, if they
this
were
hearing is
sticking-
going to blow the top off this
Let's
story.
say it was, Jill Biden was putting the paper, sign this, my lead, and he was doing it.
The hand.
Right. It still counts. Even if it
still
was done
president.
that way, which is why I think this is a little bit of it. We're not going to undo. I wish we could undo some of those pardons. I think the whole
the pardon
COVID
thing is
could
totally
not be
broken.
but it happened, and so it's just done, and elections have consequences. The election to have him in power in the first place. That does it for us today on the live component of Rising. Look out for more exclusive YouTube content coming your way next. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Hills YouTube channel so you never miss any content. And for those of you who like to listen while on the go, we're now available anywhere that you can listen to podcasts. This was so much fun. Thanks for being here, Chris.
I'm always happy to come. Thank you for having me.
And we'll see you back here later. Bye-bye.